Wow, I'm live. The ship makes no odds, to be frankly honest with you. And yeah. Now, I wanted to talk shitterbox. I did want to talk about CyberClans. You know, the site that Indietronics made? Well, actually, no. They got us to design it, and then they made it. Then Adam Winters made the browser, which went into creating the actual site. Then there was all the copyright crap. Now, the the um the copyright the oh shit the copyright drama, to be frankly honest with you, was not to do with uh it was to do with now there was a huge court case, excuse me, which and to be honest, the you can't find them videos anymore. You know, the ones where we were talking about the copyright. They are in the Magic Silverian playlist, but they're not visible for some reason. So we need to try and re-upload them, because those vlogs were very important for those people that missed all of that. Because even though it's a fictional thing, there was actually, like, we were working with people at the time. Don Atkins was one of the people that I closely worked with. Not he was like a client, if you will, and Indietronics was going down a bad road before all of that, and then after. Like, they were hit with two cases. One was like a film uh, case, and the other was, I can't remember what the other one was. But basically, the reason why I've come to discuss cyberclans is because I've been doing a little digging over the past few months as to why those videos. Well, they're not hidden, because I wouldn't be able to view them if they were hidden. But um, basically, I'm putting the channel back together if I can, because um, no one talks about the stuff that the stuff that I fight for, the stuff that I shit me. Anyway, Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry, I was just sending messages. Um. Hang on, if I just put this back in the drawer and then I can put that on the side. Then. Bloody hell. Right. Now I'm talking about. uh. Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do is, I know a lot of people ain't watching this now, right? But when I re-upload this, I'm sure people will watch it. And like, okay, this is live, but why don't why does why don't I just cover some things first of all, right? The the IXC message. The thing is, right, when I did cyberclans, I did it for kind of, oh, let's do some like gaming, let's put somewhere like let's do gaming chats and stuff. But then what happened was me and Andy, we worked on sub forums. Now you've got to remember it's because the way we did it, it was a bit like how Reddit did it, but it's not, because like Reddit's a total different uh, ball game, but it was all just different discussion forums and forums, and then there was like this whole blog thing on top, a bit like uh, Tumblr, but it wasn't. See, it wasn't like an IRC, so it wasn't like you could send people into a different prompt, a bit like an IRC. Well, not like an IRC, but like a um, like a BBS. Like a BBS, you could you know fire people from one into another prompt, and then if there's a prompt, then they could type it in. But it wasn't like that at all. It was very different, and it was more like discussion forums. And then they had like different blogs. But the thing is, some things were running off the back of a Tumblr, which was mainly our Tumblr, but their Tumblr was like, come on, something else. But then they had like a different place, and they was jumping from one URL to another. Oh, crumbs. But basically, there was stuff like the hackers forum, which now is just a Discord, but they are setting something up over on I'm trying to think the people who set the site up now. So the hackers forum is back, but we've had to kind of give them some of the things. But when I went on cyberclans, it was more or less to control our own message boards and our own blogs. Like, we were writing stuff about uh, the things that were coming out, and I was writing stories on the stuff that I was reading on Twitter, because there was stuff like And then I started writing about robotics, because that was really interesting. Because it was like, because then we bumped into a community about people who just wanted to build robots. There was all the Pokemon stuff, which Andy was interested in back then, like the Pokemon Go shit. But to be honest, I was never interested in that. I read about all these weird things that was going on. And there was a lot of porn, but they weren't coming from porn bots. You see, the porn bots were hacking our site. Um, it's it was hacked through another site, and so it's trying to keep on top of those issues. There was a teenager though, I'm forgetting his name, and he kept making these porn bots, but they weren't called porn bots. He called them another name. But you could tell because the same message appeared on like 400 boards. But you see, we had a forum, like a discussion forum, where we were giving people tools, like actual tools that people could use, either where it was on paint.net or some other place where you could get like programming information and code building kits. Like those people now, there's like Cryptocraft. They're like a big coding club, and they've got a huge community. They're still like from what I'm gathering is they're now building one of the most biggest things they're launching, and I don't know what they want basically. But yeah, and the thing is that there is like loads of different things. Like it all depends what you want. Like people want to like build games, build films, all kinds of stuff. We had tools, we had tips, we had all kinds of stuff. And CyberClans was like that. In fact, people were able to put stuff in there, but the people that ruined it for CyberClans were like mostly the dickheads and the business people. It's like, hey, we want this money. How much money are you gonna pay us? Oh well, hold on a second. Who owns this and who owns that? Maybe they want royalties from it. Well, hold on a second. You can't give them royalties till you find out what they actually owe. Well, hold on a second. Like it all came back to us because we were like, they were our clients. But then it was like, instead of being friends of the company, we were then enemies because, oh well, you've documented this and you've documented that, and they had it anyway. They had the code, but it was like, I mean, when we were trying to build a product which was braining, which we couldn't sell because we couldn't sell it for a lot of reasons. We've been talking to some old clients, by the way, mainly as, reminiscing and having a proper reminisce. And the thing is, like, people even remember the stuff that was going on. But it's great to kind of delve back into all of that. I mean, we want to make some new videos on the old stuff which we never even covered. Like, there was a game that Indietronics were trying to bring out, and there was a couple of ROMs missing. It turned out the ROMs weren't missing. But the problem why that video has been hidden from YouTube is because of the link that doesn't even work. And Cyberclans isn't a real site. So because the link's false, YouTube weren't really happy with it, which is there'll be a communal post which describes it a bit more in great detail. But a Magic Silver Room was a magazine to be run through the company, and then it was going through the Cyberclans website, and then it was going to be, but then it became something else. Okay, fucking hell. I am. Anyway, I can't be asked going through all the messages that have been sent, to be honest. But yeah, complex shit, I know. But I can't look at their DMs without even and going into their DMs and. But anyway. Wow. I've listened to more songs this year, to be fair. But anyway, shit, where am I? Yeah, I wanted to talk about like the, YouTube and cyberclans are very different entities. Like the community, the YouTube and cyberclans, like cyberclans is not even a search engine. YouTube, like yeah, the videos was going on and stuff like that, but it's like in the communal post, but that's a whole different thing. Like YouTube doesn't even have a forum. And I still think that Google are working on it, but it's like I don't know. I mean, what I wanted to talk about was the Pokemon community got killed by the fact that um, Pokemon Go was. I mean, it's still out there. It was the first augmented reality game. There is still actual hotspots. And if you go onto Google Maps, right? If you go onto Google Maps and search for um, areas where you can find Pikachu, it's all still there. I do know, right? I do know that there's quite a few gyms in this area, right? And there's some gyms, but there was also some places where you could get power ups. And the old McDonald's, sorry, not the old McDonald's, where KFC is, there used to be loads of people stood outside KFC. Well, if you have Pokemon Go, you can still get a power up from there. But people battle and lose all their points, especially like in that bit because I mean I'm not really into Pokemon and I'm not really into AR uh, games because they're just shit. Well, I'm not saying they're shit. Monopoly Go is like really good, but it's researching the imagination. I want to do another full in-depth stream. it's weird listening to the silence and knowing that all the frequencies just change within sort of different timings. It's fucking weird. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I'm fucking knackered. This isn't gonna make a good stream, but anyway.